Good afternoon. It is November the 17th, 2017. Time to wrap up the day and take a look at next week. A holiday week. Most of the trading will probably be over by Wednesday next week, if we can even have some prior to that. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations, unlike an actual performance record. Simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Okay, we came into the Emini today wanting to sell 89s. And we didn't get there. We said 85 might be resistance. We had a question mark there. We had an 80 to 82 buy and a 75 to 77 buy. That was number 2 and this was number 1. And an hour ago we guessed that we were going to close the market at 81. I've got some good news on the tax package today. The market did not react to it. It appears that the tax package, the Senate tax package, got John McCain's blessings, which would be a first. So we'll see if I can hold it for the next couple of weeks. But not a lot to talk about on the E-mini day. Dead day. And it's probably going to be that way until the Senate passes the tax bill. Inside day on F1, traded on Monday. F2, a D pattern, looking for a move out of the 2580 area right here. Just again, not a lot to work with. So 84.86, sell 1. 89.91, sell 2. We'll make 75, 77 buy 1, and be able to get it a little bit cheaper. 70, 72 buy 2, and we'll look at it again in depth Monday morning. Treasuries were up, didn't hold those gains, drifted off into the close. Everybody is anticipating a interest rate increase come December. The Fed governors that are out working the speech circuit aren't leading anybody to believe any differently. Lower high, lower low, find a place to sell it. F2 is a P, just like we were this morning. We're going to sell 31 to 03, sell 1. 7 to 11, sell 2. The buy side, 21.25. LAI is the news we have on Monday. That usually doesn't do much. 13 to 17, buy 2. Next week, the reins of the government of Saudi Arabia are supposed to pass peacefully to the newly appointed crown prince. And I think at that point he will become very vulnerable to assassination. Hopefully that won't happen. But it could add some volatility to the crude oil market as he moves to solidify his positions. I saw there's an article out that those that are being held under house arrest at the Ritz-Carlton could buy their freedom by giving large sums of money to the Saudi treasury. You know, in monarchies and dictatorships, they really don't have to ask. They can just take. So if that's what they wanted, if the original goal was to get more money for their treasury to support their social programs, they'll do it. Okay, the first potential resistance level is 4 to 8, sell 11 to 15 would be the desired sell, and then 19 to 23 for sell 2. On the buy side, 20 to 24, number 1, 13 to 17, buy 1, and 1 to 5 by 2. There, now we're going to get to 77 here today. Way too hot. We've got 25 to 30 mile an hour winds associated with those temperatures, and tomorrow the high is supposed to be in the low 50s, so there's a cold front coming through tonight. With the wind obviously coming out of the north if it's going to be cold. Looking at gold, really strong, stops above 1300s to play. So a buyer below 1270, rejected prices above 1243, maybe 1310. So 1310 would be one area of resistance, then it would be 1340, 1350. The next. F1 says find a place to buy it come Monday or Sunday. Strong market. 95, 97, sell 1. 99 to 01, sell 2. And the low volume numbers up here at 9. The structural sell would be at 1309. On the buy side, the breakout came from 90. Last rotate down was 94. So maybe 90, 92 by 1. And 85, 87 by 2. Crude oil exploded in the overnight session and held those gains. No specific news tied to the rally or the strength in crude. Higher low, higher high. F1 says find a place to buy it. And definitely a strong P. A couple of distributions higher in crude. So 75 to the buck, sell 1. 25 to 50, sell 2. Pretty clean break in the market here at 50-50. So 25 to 50 by 1. And 55, 75, 56 by 2. Tennessee plays LSU. In previous years, that could be a pretty good game, but I will not be watching them. I'm not going to spend 3 to 4 hours watching them get their brains beat out. Hopefully the new coaching staff will be able to do better than the last one, because we were clearly outcoached on the offense, play calling, and the rest of it. And the kids just haven't gotten any better. And when, to watch somebody play, you really don't have to have a winning record. You just like to see the kids getting better and through coaching, etc., and growing. And from year 3 on, the best game of the season has been the first game of the year. They haven't gotten any better. So I'm not wasting my time watching them. Won't spend my time watching the pros play either. Okay, Euro probably, if we can get through 25. I mean, 25 is resistance, so that's sell 1. Then 40 to 50 would be sell 2. And we've rejected prices over 1875. On the buy side, 18 even, maybe 1810 by 1, and then 1775, 85 by 2. Haven't found any news to explain the strength in the euro or that rally the other day. Just a massive short covering rally. And that does it for this November the 17th, 2017. I'll see you bright and early Monday morning. Enjoy your weekends. I plan on enjoying mine. We'll see if we can't shake the money tree through Wednesday lunch next week. Later.